than usual. We have Puddin in the booth with myself. NRG will be here, but he's not here right now, so he'll be here in about 5 to 10 minutes. Here on the pole, we have the 99 of Meatball Racers. We're getting ready to go underway at Hotlanta.
Yeah, it's something we talked about quite a lot last night too. It is weird to be up here on a Thursday, and it's especially being weird. It's especially weird to wait instead of being one of the first races. But tires on the preset. I was practicing with some of the preset guys today, and believe it or not, the customs were outlasting them on tires. So who's going to go with what setup and what adjustments you're going to do, and we will see people, starting to back off here a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Tires is huge, especially on the preset end. It'll be a little bit more drastic. Timer starting now. So I sent you guys an extra one. When you get in there, can you guys just send me another quick invite, just to make sure? D. Smith has now joined us in the booth, our typical Thursday night man. Him and NRG will both be here, and it will be the three of us for the customs, as Puddin will be racing. But I knew these guys were running a little late, so I went ahead and snagged Puddin to help us here in the presets.
Robbie says I have an echo. I never echo.
What's up, guys?
Big D. Smith, what up, buddy?
Not a whole lot.
All right, guys.
Thanks for that butt whooping last night. Baseball.
We can accept invites.
We're jumping in.
Robbie Racing has an echo, and he said Puddin does. Blakey Tuggle out there, he must like the name of this race. It is the Kachow 100.
The only thing he knows how to Kachow was the pit speeding limit for now.
So actually, this is the second annual Kachow. This is the second time we've run the Kachow 100 at Atlanta in the preset Xfinity Series. We ran it there at 4.5. So this is Kachow number 2 here. Tom Horton's trying to use a gag ball. Things have taken a weird turn already. Right, so hoping we can get to the racing. Also, 704 Games wanted me to remind you, Fanatec sponsors the game, but not Giggity Racing League. Don't buy their stuff. Right, so D. Smith, who do you have your eyes on here tonight in the presets?
The preset, honestly, I'm not sure who all is in this. I gotta look at the roster. I'm gonna give me about 2 laps, let me tell you.
He's gonna pick the car in first in about 2 laps. Right, Puddin, over to you. Who do you want? Who are you looking at? Who are you eyeballing here in the presets?
Who?
Whoever Hot Dog Charlie's crew chief for today.
No, he's a preset Cup crew chief. He doesn't come down and help out the preset Xfinity drivers. That's unfortunate. Meatball out to a big lead. Well, not a big lead, but an early lead with J Money following him. So 99, 98, 1 and 2 right now.
Okay, I would say Slow Marrow is a car to look out for you, but he's having a rough day so far already. Tailing the field.
3 wide for the lead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Meatball will be the car to end with 3 wide for the lead. Yeah, you're right.
Guys, I want to say real quick, we're seeing a black and pink car out there that is a custom car that is WRX Mike. We don't run customs here, however, this man decided to challenge his own captain to a loser must run a pink car one-on-one mono-y-mono race, and I think because of the pink on his car, you can tell who won that battle. Not so sure that was a smart idea to challenge his captain, but to each their own.
Yeah, that was I don't know what he was thinking. Oh, car hard in the wall up there. He was at 11. I do believe, is that the Camaro?
Yes. Dirty Boy Jackson takes the lead when they were 3 wide. He's out front in the, I believe that's Canucks. There is the 18 with you guys, D. Smith?
No, he is not.
Okay. You have Young Boy. You have Young Boy, right?
Young Boy and Hunty in this race.
Trash.
Trash. I'm Forky. I made a trash.
Wow,
we did see an exciting. We saw some exciting racing last night from the preset guys in the Cup Series, and these guys are looking strong right now too. In the preset. Something these guys do, we talked about the tires, which is always an issue, but you don't want to lose that draft there, Dean Caddy. That is a big no-no.
Yeah, the draft plays too much of a factor here on this game, but it's the cards we're dealt. And, yeah, we just gotta roll with it here.
Wow, that is very cool. Sorry, a little bit off topic here, but a patient of Mrs. P painted a picture for her for everything that she did for the family. Then the day after they painted it, submitted it to CBS News, and CBS Nightly News has put that along with numerous other pictures of first responders out there. Very cool. Back to the racing, though.
Alright, so Puddin talking nonsense. Typical. Unfortunately, guys, apparently there's an issue that a driver, after qualifying, backed out of the lobby, assuming we were going to start a few minutes later, and did not get back into the lobby before the timer started.
Ooh, that is... How do you say it, D? You hate to see it?
Yeah,
Things you hate to see for 500 hours.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but, I mean, a little notification to all drivers out there. If you're going to have to back out for a second, you know, you could probably let the guy running the lobby know. Right, back to the racing. Dirty Boy Jackson up front with J Money in second, followed by Meatball Racer, and I'm not sure who's in the 19.
The 19 is not our team, I believe. Nope, okay, C-Max.
It wouldn't have been Archangel tonight, in this race anyways. He would have been in the customs. But yeah, OKC Mexican in the 19, followed by WRX Mike there in the pink car, and I believe that's Young Boy Terrell in the proper car this time. He is driving the 5.
Something that's a little bit different too. He's normally up front, but at the same time, we know how he plays strategy. Is that 08 of Dimebags? A little, I don't know if it's off the pace or if again these guys are starting to do that. As Nanner loves that strategy play. Oh, behind Nanner.
Oh, there he is, right there. The man we were waiting on.
I don't want to talk about it.
We were waiting on him, not always for a good reason, but yeah, Energy is in the booth with us now. And
I think they might be saving, because of all things, to Captain Jack, a return to the preset Xfinity here. He is falling back
3 wide for third.
Sorry to cut you off there, Bud. Go ahead, Bud.
Oh, I was practicing with, he was one of those guys earlier too, and he's very good on laps and strategy. Ooh, as the 7 gets a little loose right in front of Young Boy at number 5. So they probably are off the pace just a little bit to try to stretch it and get as much of that Goodyear rubber use as they can.
I'm gonna be a minute. I got nothing.
Well, hell's bells. I was just going to say.
It's just like a new car and, you know, a patch and fix and stuff like that. I'm not so
fixed
sure.
The online rims, apparently.
Yeah, but we still don't have broadcast view.
And actually, this car back here, you thought the 11 was Fast Camaro. The 11 is not Fast Camaro. The new car they just added to the game is Fast Camaro. The 16 back here, all by himself, probably doing Energy's favorite thing, aka saving fuel.
The dinger.
Ooh. I don't know. I have a new favorite thing now, but
Carrying
Night
on.
King, I haven't talked to him for a while out there. Night King, he says put in, and Wide Open Racing says good luck to KMS. We'll see both of those guys. Night King Racing for Cola, and obviously
this
Wide
is a
Open
Hornet
KMS.
right here on the front straight.
Yeah, 3 and 4 wide.
well, I'm sure you guys already touched on it, but the preset race last night was
wide.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, Diner, yeah, we talked about it just a little bit. Great racing on all day after. They're going 3 wide down here down the backstretch, but the presets, the Cups have been putting on some great shows.
Yeah. And actually, so far, these guys are doing a great job. This is a Hornet's Nest, just like D. Smith said. What, 6, 7, 8 cars in this pack. Hunty is puckered, so he's just going to ride around behind them and wait for the crash to happen. The rest of them are hoping that doesn't happen, and yeah, I don't think I'd want to be in that pack right now.
Chonka in that '07 looks like he did benefit by that trying to pull away, but they're still 3 wide behind him. They will obviously draft and get straight back up to him right there. But yeah, Chonka says, I'm out of that. I went out of that situation. Pucker factor engage.
Hunty takes it 3 wide. The 19 decides to lift. Good idea by the Oklahoma City Mexican as J Money holds off the 54 on the outside lane. Interesting. This is not a super speedway or a road course, so I expect Hunty to be exactly what his favorite word is, and that is trash. There's like lifting and only turning left, so he might struggle here tonight.
Well, I will say you were right about one thing there for once. You were right that this is not a super speedway or road course.
Yes, I knew I'd get something right.
We have figured out
the
new name for Hunty on the team. He is the official Sam Hornish Jr. of Giggity.
I like
it's
it.
It's something too. You got to be careful too. Hit that apron, or AKA hit that butters. We're already seeing the 19 come down too. You hit that, and somebody's to your outside. It's going to be a bad day for both of you.
Facts.
These guys all starting to go single file.
I'm glad they're not all hugging the bottom though.
Yeah, well, they still have more than 20 laps left, so expect that to change later on in the race.
That's trash when it happens like that.
OKC Mexican on pit road, not moving. 19 car, just like its driver in the Custom Series last week, parked and not racing anymore. The 5 of young boy Terrell. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying the 98 car, almost, I couldn't tell. He was definitely hard on the binder sideways coming into pit lane, trying to get that Blicky special.
Just making a stop.
Oh, so it's time for pit stops already. Wow, that's pretty early. I was thinking they had about 21 laps or something. I feel like that's a little premature. Yeah, that's true. This is only 82, 84 laps, something like that. So, yeah, it might only be, 30 lap stage or something.
Oh, I think we have a caution.
When all the cars slow down and the yellow flag is out, you are indeed correct. That is a caution.
Oh, there's a red flag in turn 2.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I was in the lobby for too long as my car is sitting on pit road. And I pulled my best impression of Dean Clavitt tonight and parked myself.
Speaking of the devil, he is out there, as always, so he's here, so he doesn't get called a POS and parked.
Well, he called himself a POS.
And for a custom pink car, though, I think I would have put a little bit more pink on it, but, I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, Noko had to okay that, so apparently he thought that was just enough pink. Right, so, yeah, the 19... The 19 lucked out, actually, being he was on pit road. He come out just in front of the leaders. I don't know if that kept him on the lead lap or if he was possibly 2 laps down. Not so sure. That car, I'm assuming, did not fit. The 90, that's the 08 of Dimebags. That is the ultimate fuel conservation method right there. Pull off and go 3 miles an hour. The 98 of J Money on the inside of Fast Camaro. This is for the lead. 99 of Meatball coming up second on the inside line here. And they're 3 wide further back in the pack.
Dimebags has no gas, I don't think.
He says the POS is that point of sale. Not exactly. We were talking about Dean Clavitt.
I mean, if all 3 of them were to start...
oh, that was the end of the stage.
4 wide back here in the back of the pack.
Oh, so we had cars fitting with 2 laps to go there.
Yeah.
There's 10 cars on the move, though.
The word of the week here in Giggity.
Penalty.
Fine. Yes. Penalty. Yes.
Things you hate to see.
Do you though?
You get a 5-point penalty. Everybody look under your chairs.
Interesting.
We'll have
God, there's a 10-point.
99 custom, or not custom, that is one of the new cars that they do, the test car here. On the tender right here, and Captain Jack working his way back up here. He said when I talked to him today, he enjoyed very much his short and brief debut in the Custom Cup here at Giggity.
What? What did you just say? I wasn't listening.
It was Thursday night.
Right,
Well, you should have been here last night. I couldn't hardly, I mean, Teddy had me cracking up.
we have, out on the track right now, we have one car in front of another car, and they're in front of the rest of the field, and they're about to turn left. This is very, very exciting, guys. Hunty's still trying to break into the top 5.
A Joe Buck commentated NASCAR.
22 at Captain Jack, he's moving on the inside of the 99, got some people pushing him.
That car's in front of that car going down that part of the track right there. Oh, it's a little bit outside.
Oh, Tony Romo just broke his collarbone for 15.
Tony Romo throws an interception.
And finally, the Cowboys have a chance.
Whoa.
The Cowboys won the Super Bowl, and he cut his PlayStation 4 off.
Guys starting to go single file back there. Captain Jack going away just a little bit. Is the 6th car. I do believe that is T-Bird.
I'd say second through.
Just grass right there.
I'd say second through what about 8 is pretty much nose to tail right here.
Or side by
A
side.
little bit more in the custom race last night rather than the preset race. Like that preset race last night, those first 2 stages. That was some of the best racing I think we've seen in quite some time, really. That was, I had fun watching it.
Oh, the presets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good. 3 wide back here for, I believe, 5th place. And the car on the outside decided to be the car on the inside, so that didn't go over well.
The 19 comes back down and clips the 6 of the T-Bird. T-Bird comes back up and he gets right back up. It's the 11 of
Trey.
formerly the car formerly known as Trey.
I don't even know how to pronounce the name that he's got. HT3_79.
It is literally his initials.
Oh,
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And how did that not bring out a caution?
Well, because the flagman didn't see it, duh.
Gotcha.
The guy that driving the correct car, so he looks a lot different than last week. But young boy Terrell, right on the tail end of that 54 Twix of Hunty, as they're trying to make a push to the front, running in 5th and 6th right now.
It would be cool if we had the option, like, you know how we try to do manual cautions in certain leagues and stuff. It'd be pretty cool, like, if there was a way on your controller wheel to, like, one person in charge of the lobby can, like, bring out an automatic yellow and stuff like that.
So Energy wants to be the Pro League.
Wait, no. No.
That's how they do theirs. They just have that one guy that runs the button for the cautions.
Oh, the race console dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it out.
That was pretty spot on, actually.
Start wrecking off the board. Put it out. Put it out.
I think you might have a future heavy pro league there, D.
Yeah, I think that you might be the best race control member ever.
It's parking lot in 2. Put it out.
Did Dimebag back out when he ran out of fuel? Because he is not moving on pit road.
That is a possibility.
The 22 blocking hard, Captain Jack, goes way down to the yellow line. There's a big wreck in 4th, 5th. Looks like the 5 and the 54 decided not to be very good teammates there. Little contact is made, but they all get it back together somehow, and no caution. That's where you should have been there, D. Smith. You're not Pro League ready.
They didn't put it out.
Fired.
They didn't put it out.
Dirty Boy riding here in 3rd as Meatball's looking up to the inside of Captain Jack for the lead, with young boy Terrell in 4th, trying to get a sniff of that draft.
And we got a pass for the lead right here. 22 goes under the 99. Coming to the line.
Boys, I'm finally joining into the race.
Oh, 35 minutes later, and Energy is ready to see what we're talking about.
They are on lap 36 of 82.
We've been GRN till now. Giggity Racing Network.
I don't like it.
The voices you hate to hear.
Fake news.
Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Do it.
Somebody put something in the chat about the, in the broadcast chat about, I didn't think it, pit 2 to go. I thought that only mattered in the last stage. That is not facts. Every stage counts. I was just going to put, that's what you get.
There actually is no penalty for pitting in the last 2 laps of the race.
Yeah, you
that
just
usually means that you're not going to win.
It was just like confusion.
No advantage to that.
Actually, that's fake news. We had who was it that Creed won a race on pit road. He was completely out of fuel, going about 10 miles an hour, so he went into pit road because it automatically speeds you up to the 45 mile an hour speed limit, and because of that, he won the race by less than a tenth of a second.
What you love to see right there.
Big Jim out there in YouTube land, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, Big Jim, I think we saw him race during the League vs. League the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, I think I've seen him on Facebook too. He's 4'6", 84 pounds, and calls himself Big Jim. No, I'm just kidding.
Like
Sorry about that. So,
oh, man, I got to say hi. He said to say hi to everybody. I talked to him briefly today before jumping in the chats.
was that the stage?
I'm guessing so.
I would have to assume, since the yellow flag chooses not to come
Cut it
out.
Actually, a stage break is not a yellow flag. Unfortunately, last time I thought it was yellow flag, it was actually the green and white checkered for the stage.
He can still put it out.
Big Jim said
Put it
4'6".
out.
Whoa, bro, I'm a respectable 4'7". There you go.
Does not deny the 80 pounds, though.
He doesn't want to talk about it. He hates it.
As do our announcers sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes?
Well, if you're Energy, you hate it every time.
This is fact.
Oh, okay. Dean said it's competition caution for lightning in the area. So apparently they have the same weather that Edtho's getting. I was in the chat with him earlier and you couldn't hear anything but the rain in his microphone.
You know, Atlanta in the middle of August, it can rain out of nowhere, you know.
I will say that was the quickest lightning stand down I've ever seen in my life, and you have actually seen it.
Video game style is a 13-second delay that you must wait for a lightning strike, so that was plenty of time. They're good to go. Hunty in the wall with the pink car. You hate to see it. That's Hunty's favorite color, so he might have been distracted by the pink car behind him.
He just wanted to get a real close look at it, take the tips from his paint scheme. He'll be back up in the front here short.
Money Moves Motorsports out there said the 5 looks strong. Yes, Young Boy does look pretty strong. He's been up there up front most of this race. As he's riding third.
98 car just died.
He hates it here. Young Boy holding strong on that bottom as they have migrated to that yellow line on the backstretch that we everybody loves to see. 22 Captain Jack holding off Dirty Boy. Dirty Boy missed last week, I believe. Isn't that correct, Energy?
For some reason that does sound right, because I know we had said something about
how he's usually a top 3 contender, yeah, and then he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And that he's in the cars that we usually had, but then we're not in them this time.
Yeah, I was literally thinking it was one of your drivers, and then nope, it's not. It's Canuck.
Oh, also another thing that changed from last week to this week is that Young Boy Terrell is in the right car this week.
That has been spoke about a few times, yes.
Oh, I hate it here.
Although, funny you mentioned that though. I did not say this, but as soon as the race got going and they'd seen that young boy was in the 5, the chats blew up that he was in the wrong car, assuming he needed to be in the car he was in last week. So
Joke's on them.
yeah, you got the whole series confused last week.
Gotta keep them on their toes.
Dean Clapp out there just mentioned something that nobody has said ever. NRG is a good driver.
Well, is that what they're calling it?
Well, I mean, that's what Dean called it. Nobody else has.
Can we,
That's what they call it
not,
now. Okay.
Not today,
Okay.
anyway. Not today or last night. No, that's. Thank you, Dean. That's the nicest thing that I've heard all day.
I believe, is that Chanka in the 07, I believe? Haven't spoke much of him, but Shin Motorsports starting to represent up here in the top 5 as the 07. Again, I believe that's Buff Chanka. He's now in 4th, followed by one of those 2 cars. Captain Jack still holding strong in front of Young Boy and Dirty Boy.
There's some boys out here tonight.
Yeah.
We them boys.
Hold on. Let me stop. No rights to music, go.
Right.
Because that protects you from everything, putting that in the title of your stream.
That is true.
No.
Somebody raced in development last year. Are they able to get signed this year? Because technically we haven't had 2 races this year.
Yeah, as long as they raced last season, as long as somebody's done the 2 races in development, they're eligible.
That's a good
Puddin'
question.
diddling around in the development chat trying to find somebody.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like Puddin's looking for a driver, as he has won in this race, and we have yet to see that 6.
Yeah, and speaking of, I would like to just go ahead, as I'd like to say it, we'd like to welcome Del Gotcher to KMS for a preset Xfinity ride starting next year.
Dun, 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 dun. Breaking news out of Giggity Racing League.
Again, we do not own the rights to that music.
It's not the same. You know, it's just like the Vanilla Ice. And it's like, ours was different. Theirs was
That 07 just went down and moved the 5 out of the way. He went down there to move him.
He tried to freaking have like a pencil stick.
That is indeed Buff Chanka.
If that 5 gets back to him, I wouldn't be surprised if he just rides his bumper the whole way.
Yeah, currently them boys hate it here, as they were moved out of the way, and the 07 got past both of them.
They mount them boys.
Hold on.
Captain Jack doing a good job up here holding the point. Right, everybody seems to be following him, and they're not holding that yellow line yet.
It's a 6-car breakaway though.
Speaking of that, guys, I think it sounds like you guys got this handled. I'm going to jump over.
You should go set up the custom lobby.
Yep, I'm going to go get that ready. And
Thanks for joining us, Puddin.
thanks for having me up here. Nader, as always, a pleasure. D, I'll talk to you guys later.
buddy.
Yes, sir. Good
All
luck
right, man,
tonight.
take care. Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
luck, man.
That's another one of those things that nobody's ever said. Energy, it was a pleasure talking to you.
The 07, is this taking one?
Buff Chanka. And there was no contact between he and the 22, but the 18 of Dirty Boy all over the tail of that 07, trying to push him to get through there and maybe make a move himself.
What's the over-under on laps to go here?
Well, it's under 82.
Very true. So you're
I know it's over
definitely going to take
36.
the under.
I know it's over 36 because they were on lap 36 times on the block.
That does not mean that it's over 36.
Oh yeah,
to go.
never mind. I answered that completely wrong. I
Yeah,
apologize.
you definitely. That's funny. Literally, it just said go to bed in the chat right as you were saying that. It popped up on my deal.
Let me guess, UK.
Oh wow, you're good. You got one thing correct tonight. We're on a roll. That's now 2 things for this chat, for this broadcast. Hey, these guys are.
Back brace carrying us around all night.
Yeah, These guys are spreading out pretty good here, but the top 6 are seeming to hold their own. The 10 is struggling a little bit to catch the nose or the tail end of that 18 car to sniff the draft, but they are still there at this moment.
He is having a hard time catching his nose too, though, as it is in front of the tail of the car.
Wasted 88. I don't recognize you. You said you'll race in the truck series if we have a series in an open spot. Contact me. We have kind of a process. You got to start in development, but go ahead and contact me or basically anybody in this chat that you've seen except for Big Jim. Yeah, right. That'll work.
Whoa, 6 car in the wall, big time. Hunty made a pass and tried to get under the 19.
The 6 cars, the solo KMS driver in this race. Also, why Puddin just signed El Gacho.
So behind these top 6 cars, there's a 4-car battle behind them.
It was fun until that 6 car ended up in the wall. They were all lined up there for a second, but I think Hunty was the leader of this pack.
Big Jim out there, yeah, good answer. I probably should have said who I was. I'm KTaddy_Giggity, that's my PSN. Just put it in the chat, so that's how you contact me.
There's no longer K-Taddy girl.
No, I got rid of the girl and added the Giggity. The 07 drifted up way high. I expected the 22 to make a move, but unable to get there. I really liked it when it was girl, you know? Except for there was a driver, Mr. FedEx, he tried telling me that I was cute. Apparently he thought that I was really a girl. That was awkward. Right, so Buff Chonka is still in the lead in this 07. What?
Nothing. He said, boys,
yeah. The sun is shining here at Atlanta, even though we had that lightning strike scare earlier. They're under green flag conditions here still.
We just got confirmation that there was one person hurt in the stands. They are deceased. But they're still sitting there.
Yeah, it was a cardboard cutout, so don't worry too bad. We are taking all precautions here for COVID, as people are more than 6 feet away from each other as at their consoles.
That is unfortunate, because there's a couple guys in this race I'd like to be a little less than 6 feet next to, you know what I mean?
Awkward. Right, so seeing another car on pit road, the 16, that's Fast Camaro. Looks like his night has ended. He might be just pitting though. I might have just missed him going down pit road.
No, he's been sitting there for a while.
Okay, so I'm also late to realizing that.
Alright, now I gotta ask though, what position did you start in?
Did who start in?
You, obviously you started the race because you are on pit road.
I'm not sure.
Well, we know where he's gonna finish.
But yeah, actually, so that stinks because of the fact that my car was there. That means there was an open gap on the starting grid.
Yeah, that's why they're signaling the pit here.
We hope. Okay. Maybe they got loose on exit.
That is
but
that was a pit signal. Did all 3 of them pit signal? I believe I only seen 2 cars.
Yeah,
signal.
no, it was all
it was all 3? Okay.
Well, there was a pit stop last night. I think there was about 5 of them that came down pit road, and I was actually really impressed on how they kept together. Atlanta is not the easiest pit road to get onto, to be honest. I mean, it's not like totally difficult, but it is especially if you have a lot of people pitting at the same time.
Here come the rest of the leaders.
Yeah, so
except Hunty, he stays out.
Yeah, Hunty gets to lead a lap.
Too bad they don't give points for that anymore.
Yeah, actually, we never did.
I'm talking about real NASCAR either.
Oh yeah, touche.
And they also used to do most laps led, didn't they?
Yes,
yep.
They did. Yep. What stage? Don Freeman asked. This is the 3rd stage. We don't have a lap count, and other than the fact that Hunty hadn't pitted, we wouldn't have known who the leader was.
And now he's coming in.
So we have no idea who the leader is.
Well, I believe the 07 was in the lead when they pit. So
yeah, the 22 came out in front of him, so probably Captain Jack and the 22 should be the leader.
Probably the leader.
How did he?
Well, they're about to merge with other cars coming off.
Yeah,
the
it looks
road
like
now,
the
so-
Dirty Boy, them boys are getting passed by the 22 right now, and Meatball was in front of all of them.
I can tell Meatball was doing some testing before the race. They didn't even leave the track. They just said, you know what, boys, screw the paint scheme this week. Just leave it. Leave it. That's us. This is fine.
Yeah, they may or may not have been one of those people that got in trouble for testing at the Daytona road course a little too soon. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. When it's teams like that, Justin, you should just let them go ahead and get fired with it, really.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
did not see that. What happened?
People got in trouble for testing at Daytona. That was pretty self-explanatory when I first said that.
Wait, like on the actual track or in the iRacing?
The actual track.
Oh.
How they
does
thought
that
they
even
wouldn't get
happen?
caught.
I'm not
Right.
so sure that testing on a sim would be a penalty.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's why I was confused because it doesn't really seem like first of all, how'd they get into the track? How did they get on the track?
They
Without
drove their
something
vehicle into the pit road section.
Okay.
They unloaded
Yeah.
their car. They drove that car onto the track, and that's how that went.
You know what? That's a logical explanation. I'm just not sure, like, you can just drive your hauler or whatever into a track without someone to, like...
Oh,
go,
Dean
like-
said the penalty for that actually got reversed, so apparently no harm, no foul.
Cool. They got unparked.
They should have let them guys test
He
anyway.
said they got unparked. Yeah, I agree. They should have definitely been able to park at the Daytona road course. Pendle out there says we all need to go to iRacing.
Oh, good job, Justin. Oh.
I bet I'd get a lot of compliments over there.
I highly doubt it. Captain Jack still our leader in the 22, followed by Buff Chanka and Meatball in third.
He had, I think, the most consistent car, but I will say that the 07 had the best long-run car before the pit stop, so we'll see that.
I actually agree out there. I thought that the 5 car was one of the strongest cars, if not the strongest car earlier. He was just he was being a lot more patient than most drivers. As the side-by-side action in front of him, he was choosing not to take it 3 wide. I mean, who does that really? But yeah, so he was being patient, and I think that's actually what cost him as to why he's not up here with these 3 right now.
Well, the 18, the 5, and the 10 are working together right now.
These 3 aren't running down those top 3. Carolina knows that's it.
Yeah, they were doing a better job at holding the line, so I was getting ready to say that they were doing a better job at holding the line. Well, not. Once you hold right behind you.
I wish we knew how many laps were.
I know that when they slow down, either a caution came out or the race is over.
Well, that depends. There could be a caution because, at the end of the race, people...
Hence why I said it's either the caution or the end of the race.
I hate it.
Yes, we all do. Sometimes.
Usually you tell me, no you don't, you love it. Dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of the few times that we don't have an in-race reporter, nor do we have a stream. Oh, apparently Trey's streaming. I don't know if I have his, though. Do either of you guys have Trey?
I know I looked it up before, but I don't know if I subbed it or not.
Oh, I do have Trey, actually. And he is streaming. Yep, wow. Maybe I should have looked at that prior to right now.
Genius, genius.
They have 11 laps to go, 10 to go this time by.
Getting down to crunch
Alright,
time
good.
here.
You were right. They definitely have less than 86 laps to go.
I said 82, but you're right. I was right.
You're on a roll tonight, brother.
I try to point out the obvious, because if you point out the obvious, it's really hard to be wrong.
You know, even a dead clock is right twice a day.
Facts.
I've
And
never
I've
heard
used,
that. And
I've used
that's
both of
actually
mine
pretty good.
today.
You've never
in this
heard
race.
that? What do you mean?
I live under a rock.
Like Patrick Stark.
You know, Patrick's getting his own show.
Oh, that's scary.
It's gonna be breaking news out of Nickelodeon, everybody.
Oh boy. I
99 to
know,
the outside for the lead.
It's gonna be the
Yeah,
Texas
run,
Star
too.
Show, and it's gonna be like a talk show.
Seriously.
Yeah. I might have to watch
I like
that.
it.
Talk show with Mermaid Man right off the back. Awesome.
Evil!
Somebody here really enjoys some SpongeBob.
Dude,
Ooh, the
yeah,
22
this
drift
is
up
a-
high.
dude,
Oh.
in high
Meatball's
school,
getting them
for
runs off.
homecoming week, me and one of my friends were Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy for Superhero Day in high school.
That's actually pretty sick. The 99 is getting better runs off the corner. Like I said, the 22 did look like he didn't have a long run car.
That other
Thought
pack
we were
is
gonna go
there.
pretty wide there.
That other pack is just about there with all this battling here for the lead. So expect this to be a 6-car battle for the lead here shortly.
Things
With
you
the
love to
win.
see.
Them boys drafting together to try to catch the top 3.
Yeah,
They
you
told
don't
them
get
first 3, hold up, hold up.
And they did hold up. Now
They're them boys.
they them boys. Ooh, we got some blocking going on now.
Well, I just had flashbacks to the last time I raced in Xfinity.
I just had flashbacks to
Less than 24 hours ago. Funny you should say that.
They're hugging the bottom on the backstretch now.
The 07 has
99
been...
gets under the 22. Oh, he hits the
catches
apron. They saved it. They're 3 wide for the lead. Wow. This changed, this escalated.
Young boy gets under the 22 of Captain Jack. He's now in second place as
3
the 8.
wide.
Them boys hold P1 and P2.
And Hunty back there still lurking. They keep on like this, he'll be up there with them.
Yeah, well, he might be up there with them if we have a wreck. The 22 did all he could, man. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He has run a great. He's not out of it yet, but he definitely went from first to 6 and 8.
Yeah, you hate to see it. If you're him.
Oh, he did run a pretty good race. Well, once I hopped in, I don't know what happened before him, but I seen him. When he was out front, he was pretty good.
Yeah, Chonka's done, Chonka and the 22, they've both been pretty decent out front. Now we get to see them back in traffic a little bit. See if they can make their way back to the front and try to push the issue here and try to get a dub.
5 cars worked his way up just a second. Going for the lead on the outside.
The boy trying to pass the boy. As here comes the 10 car of somebody.
He's gotten to the outside.
Ooh, looks like he got a little.
That
Yeah,
was
he got a
3
little
laps
tight.
to go. So they're coming to 2 to go right now. 99 trying to get under the 10. The 10 says no. The 07 decides to go into the grass for a pass. It does not work out as the 99 says you won't be passing me from down there. The 07 comes back up. No harm, no foul. And Hunty might pick up another position.
There was nothing the 07 could do there at all. Carrying that much speed, you're not gonna keep off with it. I don't care if you're on the brakes or not. Luckily, no one was there.
White flags in the air off the 4. Alright, who you got? Make a pick.
Whoever wins.
I'm obviously open to 5, but regardless, since I've been in this race, it's overall pretty good race that we're gonna produce.
18 looked like he's gonna pull away from here. We're gonna run off the 4. Ooh, John 70-22. 30-point jump.
We got 1 to go.
Nope.
I think.
Yeah, well, all the cars are slowing down like the race is over.
Okay.
We've already
Now-
declared that
now
the
they're
race is
slowing
over.
down.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that the race is indeed over.
Well, if he did miss last week, what a way to make up for it.
Yeah, I could maybe check the points. That would let us know if he was there or not.
Wow, that is pretty smart.
Yep. I do not see a young boy on there. So his debut back this season, or his season 5 debut, and he gets the dub. And unfortunately, I have to be the one to blue screen to get him. Dirty boy, right? I knew it was one of the boys.
Which top two? How about that?
They was them boys.
Captain Jack had the fastest lap. NGA2.
Sometimes the fastest car of a race does not win.
That is a very
Really?
true statement.
Yep, this was one of those scenarios.
Oh, good to see UK Wildcats, Nuke Live, watching the race.
Is it though? Waiting on old Dirty Boy here. Got my invite for the customs already.
Yeah, thank you.
There he is. Energy, you want to take this one?
I mean, I didn't see all the race, but yeah, for sure. You got your voice on Always Allow?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, hey, good win, man. You and young boy, them boys, did a good job working together and getting your way back up to that lead pack, and then eventually, basically scooting right through. How'd your race go, man? Obviously good with the win, but leading up to that.
Can you hear
Good talk.
Energy?
Yeah, he played. I don't know what happened. All right, well, good one, man. Good talk, and see you next week.
So he's decided not to be with us anymore. Maybe he'll return in a few minutes. That's about all the time we'll give him. When he gets in here, make sure to say congratulations and see you next week. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully he comes back. Or not. On a positive note, regardless, at least his car is getting a good amount of airtime here on the screen so that you guys can see the car that you cannot hear the driver of.
He said power just flickered, so I don't think we're getting him back.
Yeah, he won't be here. So with that note, we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast. Stay tuned, as here shortly we will be having the custom series for the Xfinity going also here at Atlanta, sponsored by CNC Designs for that race. So, tune in here in a few minutes. Thanks. Bye.